Kia ora, I'm Nadia Tuz with BuffsTV, and today I'm sitting down with Charlotte Whittaker, our newest basketball recruit, who's also from my home country of New Zealand. So, Charlotte, you are from Cust, which has a population of just over 400 people.
Yeah.
So how much was a culture shock, that transition?
It was pretty big. I mean, I've grown up in the country, well, Cust most of my life, so for 7-8 years. And so just coming from a place where there's only 400 people, which is nice in the fact that, you know, everyone knows each other, real close-knit community, very supportive, but coming to a place, even like the university that has way more people than where I live, it's a bit of a culture shock in the fact that, yeah, there's just like so much more going on. It's more, you know, heaps more people to meet, but also, and then of course the accents are different. The American accents and everything,
yeah,
and just different words for different things and everything. But so it was definitely a bit of a shock, but I'm starting to get used to it now, and yeah.
Yeah, well, going off what you said about different words, what are some words from New Zealand that Americans just cannot seem to understand?
Okay, well, sometimes, so when I go to, I'll have a piece of rubbish I need to put in the bin, and I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go put it. Do you guys have a rubbish bin? And you're like, what is that? And they call it garbage bin. And then
trash can.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have like aluminium, which is but it's aluminum over here.
Yes.
So everyone was so confused when I first said that. And yeah, just stuff like that, little things.
So how was the transition between, obviously because of the school year there, you just graduated in December and then you moved here in January. How like quick of a turnaround was that to uproot your whole life almost?
Yeah, it was very quick. So yeah, just graduating in December, I only had maybe 3-4 weeks over the Christmas break, which is our summer, your guys' winter.
So nice.
Yeah, to just spend time with my family and friends before I literally moved my whole life over to America to play basketball at CU.
Yeah, so why Colorado? I know that you were recruited to a whole bunch of different schools, so like what made CU stand out?
I think, and I know a lot of people say this, but it was definitely the people. Like I always knew, coming from especially like Cust and the close-knit community, that I wanted to be around people that were just so genuine and really lovely community, supportive of each other, really family orientated. So when I got here, just fell in love with the generosity of everyone, especially the coaches and my teammates. They're absolutely awesome and have made the transition so much easier as well, just with everything. And also I think the coaches coming in, they've only been here a couple of years, but the stuff they're doing with the program is amazing, and with women's basketball as well. And also I love CU Boulder. It's beautiful here.
It is.
It's a lot like New Zealand with
right, that's what I thought too.
And the 4 seasons and everything, so yeah.
That's awesome. So what are some differences, apart from obviously words, between New Zealand and the United States?
A lot more different rules and, you know, kind of laws difference as well. The grading in school's different.
Very different.
So when I think like I'm doing well in class, maybe I'm not, because the percentages and everything are different. What else? Probably, just the way things are run here as well. The different things you can do, I suppose, and the different like cultures. So definitely, you know, the background behind America is completely different, and
it's very
the
different.
Government and everything. So it's
very different.
Exactly.
So you're also redshirting this season. So how do you see your role on the team right now?
My role on the team is I chose to come early to prepare, pretty much. So prepare for my season, get fitter, stronger, and kind of just get used to living in another country. I think that was a big one for me. But my role on the team now is just you know, practicing with them, and then I'm so lucky I get to go watch all the games and be really supportive on the bench and everything. And I mean, I wouldn't like change that. I love, you know, playing my role in this team, and I think it's really important. And I'm just kind of doing what I can to help the girls prepare, like through trainings and everything as well.
That's awesome. So, and then also, like, you played for the junior tall ferns on the under-18 team at the Asian Championship. So how was that experience?
It was amazing. So it was in India, and I think just going to a different country in general, and the the culture shock, I suppose, and the difference between the food and then where, you know, people live. We got to experience that as well, but I also love the tournament. I mean, I got to see my teammate Emma Clark. She played for Australia.
That's,
the tournament.
incredible.
Yeah. So we versed each other, and then, you know, throughout the tournament, we went with a real cool team and great coaches I had for that team.
Did you know that you were gonna be on the same team as her when you were playing each other?
I didn't really. It was kind of up in the air. I literally had just come back from, I think I'd just come back from my 4 visits.
Okay.
So it was still kind of not set in stone yet. So, but it was just nice to see her there anyway.
Nice to see a familiar face.
Exactly. So.
So what's been your biggest accomplishment with basketball?
With basketball, I think probably just through like the New Zealand grades, like when I've been going up the levels of New Zealand basketball, I suppose.
So the under 13s, 15s, 17s.
Yeah, and then like junior tournaments, which I was so lucky to be in last year. I think, just kind of being a part of that program was a great accomplishment for me because I got to meet, you know, so many amazing coaches, girls in New Zealand, and then compete at the highest level. And then also for my like senior year in high school, we won the Christchurch competition, then South Island competition, which hasn't been done by the school before.
That is amazing.
So to do that, I think in my senior year was also a great accomplishment for me personally, to see how much like my high school team have improved and had grown throughout the season with us being quite young. So that was kind of a big thing as well. And
then who has influenced you the most in your career so far?
I think it definitely has been my parents, and I know there's, you know, famous people you could look up to, which I do, like the likes of Sue Bird and Elena Deladon and all that, and but I think my parents mostly, just because my dad was the one that got me into basketball when I was very young. He kind of pushed us to do all sports, and then he got me to kind of start loving the sport, and then my parents have just been there supporting me, getting me through the ups and downs of basketball, and then of course like paying for me to go everywhere and to follow like my dream, I suppose.
That's
so
incredible.
I'm here like today doing this because of them, so I think that those they're my biggest inspirations.
That's incredible. So what is one food that you miss the most from New Zealand? I know that when I moved here it was fish and chips.
Fish and chips. I think I do miss fish and chips. I think it's a big thing, but I think I also miss proper chocolate. I don't know if you, so I'm a chocoholic.
I'm a strictly Whittaker's kind of gal.
Yes,
the milk chocolate, so good.
So Whittaker's brand, obviously, and then the milk chocolate, creamy milk chocolate. I miss that probably the most, and then the Kiwi summer barbecues. I'm missing a lot.
Good old saucies.
Exactly, sausage sizzle and everything. So I think that's what I'm missing the most here.
So what is one place in the whole entire world that you want to travel, and why?
Wow. I think, that's a really good question. Like most of the places I'm lucky I've been to because of basketball, so I've been to like places in like Europe and Asia and stuff, but I think a place I would really love to go to Africa. Just because it's just so different, and the culture there would be amazing to learn about and experience, and then going on safaris and everything. So that probably now is the place I'd love to travel to. Yeah, for now.
So what is your favorite place in New Zealand?
My favorite place in New Zealand.
Mine was Whittaker Island.
That is beautiful.
That's where I grew up.
I mean, I kind of should say Christchurch because it's where you grew up and lived, but I think...
I mean, Christchurch has changed so much in the last couple of years since the earthquake. So.
Yeah, it is. But I think for me, it'd have to be Wanaka and Marlborough Sounds.
Stunning.
Marlborough Sounds, like Queen Charlotte Track and everything. That's probably one of my favorite places, and then Whittaker as well. Just like it's so naturally beautiful.
It
There's
is.
so much stuff to do there, so those will probably be my 2 places.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then pavlova, the classic Kiwi dessert. I hear that you've already made it for the team. What's your favorite topping?
Topping definitely has to be cream and then fresh fruits. So the 3 fruits that I would have to put on it would be kiwi fruit, strawberries, and blueberries.
Interesting. I've never had blueberries before.
Blue-
I'd always
you
do
have to
passion
try
fruit.
it.
I
Okay,
did
passion
feijoa
fruit,
once.
yeah.
Feijoa was
That
really
was
good.
really good. But yeah, the 3 fruits I definitely choose. So cream and then those 3 fruits. And
I
then
will
perfect.
have to try that
So
at the
good.
next
I
family
could probably
gathering.
make it for you if you want. Like
Sounds perfect. I'll brew a pot of Dilma. And yeah, that's actually it for all of my questions today. It's been so good sitting down with you and getting to know you more.
Yeah, thank you. It's
And
great to know someone from New Zealand.
welcome to America.
Thank you so much.
And you can catch Charlotte playing next season for the Buffs.